I'm Mike Jones with Cranker Tools, and I'd like to introduce you to our new product. It's called the JambUp. This product will make the installation of your pre-hung doors both fast and easy. So why don't we get started? Let me show you what you're going to need for the installation of this door. You're going to need your cordless drill. You're going to need some short screws. You're going to need some longer screws. You're going to need a package of wood shims. You're going to need your tape measure. You're going to either need a 4 or 6 foot long level, and you're going to need your set of JambUps. So let's go ahead and get this door hung. As we know, the door is always narrower than the header. That allows us to have a nice equal gap on each side. So what we're going to do with the JambUp is we're going to come up here to the top, and we're going to put that right inside the jam. As you can see, we got a little spring on here, so we need to pull that up tight. Go ahead and press that in. Go ahead and tighten up your right there. And that's our first one. Now we got 3 of these to do, so we'll just go ahead and do these 3 right now. Okay, now that we got all our JambUps set to the right distance, we're going to go ahead and place them on the jam. Now one of the things that's going to happen when we put them on our jam, we're going to put them in 3 different places. We're going to put them up, one at the top, one about here in the center, and one down at the bottom. And the reason we do that is because when we set those JambUps to that distance in between the header, we're going to create a nice parallel between the 2 jams running from the top all the way down to the bottom. So let's go ahead and just make a mark. We'll make one at 8 inches, one at 40, and one at 70. And we'll go ahead and put that on the other side, transfer that number over. So once that's done, we'll grab our JambUp and we'll start to put them on. Okay, now that we've got our marks on the jam, we'll start to put these JambUps up. First thing you want to do is you're going to want to grab a couple of your small screws. Hold up to your mark. All right, we'll put it on the next side. That's the first one, and we'll do the second one next. And the last one. Okay, we have all 3 of those set. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put that into the opening next. But one of the first things we're going to have to address is down on the bottom. Usually we're going to have carpet or we're going to have a hardwood floor. But for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to use a wood shim and set it usually right down here. All right, so let's go ahead and set this door into the opening. Okay, once this door is in the opening, the weight of this door is just going to allow that to stay right in place. One of the features I do want to show you is that using the JambUp, what this does, if we can get a close-up of that brace right there, it allows this jam to be flush with the sheetrock on every side of the door. So if we got that. Now the next thing we're going to do is I like to make sure we have a little bit of gap on each side of this door. So once we have that set, we're going to grab some of our longer screws and we're going to come down here to the first and set that in place, just like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our magnetic level and we're going to set it right on side of these hinges. See how that holds just like that? Now what we're going to do is we're going to bring this up to plumb. And once we got it in plumb, we're going to go ahead and set our screws. Okay, and because we're using a magnetic level, it's going to hold that jamb tight. So we're going to set our other screw right here. Okay. Now we're going to pull that out of there. Okay, since we got this side set, next thing we're going to do is we're going to set a reveal up on the header. And the way I like to do that is I come over here and I put a shim up here in the top corner, take my pencil, make a mark. And then the next thing I like to do is, because the way these JambUps are, we can move these up and down. And I will come over here, and where my pencil mark is, just set the top of the header just like that. And then we will screw this off. Just like that. And once again, by using the JambUps, we've got that equal space on both sides, parallel all the way down. So we can finish putting our screws in. Okay, our door's in the opening, nice parallel, it's plumb. So all we need to do now is we're going to shim up on this side and shim over here. And then I'm going to flip the door around and finish shimming on the back side. Now that we're on the back side of the door, what we're going to do is we're going to shim this door out. So first thing I like to do is I like to just shim right around the hinge side first. That way we can get our door kind of where it needs to be. So we'll go ahead and do that first. Okay. And then I like to go up here to your corners to make sure you get a nice reveal. And this actually looks pretty good, but we'll go ahead and put a couple in here on top. And the next place I like to go is about right here where the door handle is. And we got a nice reveal there, but we're going to want to nail that. So we'll go ahead and put a shim in here. And let's just say make sure your reveal's good. Got a good reveal going up and down the whole thing. So we will just finish shimming this out right now. A couple shims there. A couple shims here. Okay, our door is shimmed. It is ready to put the nails in. So what we're going to do is we're going to come and we're going to shoot either 2.5-inch nails, or you're going to use your screws and put your door stop on after that. And once that's finished, you go ahead and you take your JambUps off. Your door is done.